Hi there guys, so I've got two quick unboxings to do today. I have one from the spider shop and I have one from So Many Legs. I've forgotten what's exactly in both of them because in both cases the original order that I got, they ran out of some of the things I ordered, so I swapped them over for other things and I've kind of forgotten entirely what's in them, so I'll remember as soon as I find them, but I can't actually remember exactly what I got them swapped out for. So let's start with the spider shop here. I know that there is zebra millipedes in here because I'm looking to breed my zebra millipedes. I already have three, so and I know that the three I have, they're adults and they've already started to mate. So I have those three. There should be another four in here. I had ordered more armored millipedes. Just one second, I get a box here. I had ordered more armored millipedes, but unfortunately they ran out of them. I think I got those swapped for... I actually don't know. I actually don't know. I think there was that and something else that didn't arrive, and I think I ended up swapping that out for a communal of Poecilotheria striata, which is the Majeur ornamental. And that one, I'm actually not going to keep those as communals because I've had bad experiences with sling communals recently, so I'm not going to take that chance. I'm just going to separate them into their own separate enclosures. So there should be 5 slings in here, but they won't be kept as a communal. Just see if there's anything left in there. Nope. So that's that. Now let's see if we can move this a bit closer here so you can get a better look. Let's see what we've got in here. Loads of packing peanuts about the place. These Majeur ornamentals, I've never had these ones before, but they're Pokis, so that's always good. More packing peanuts. Let's see if we can pop them over into this. This, yeah, so that's the communal there. There's 5 in there. Very, very small. They're probably right in the center. So, like I said, I'm not actually going to keep them as communals because I've had bad experiences recently with them. So I just don't like the idea of keeping them together. I had Mexican funnel webs, 3 of them, and I'm fairly sure that one has eaten the other 2. So and I had a communal before that. I forgot what it was and it didn't end too well, so I'm not taking my chances. I'm going to separate them out. These are my zebra millipedes. You can see them there. These are juveniles, so it'll take those a while to get bigger, but I have adults, and the adults that I have are, I've seen them mating before, so they should hopefully be laying eggs soon, and I'll start to get a bit of a communal with them. Now, obviously millipedes aren't carnivorous, so there's no risk of them eating each other. That's a different story. Oh yes, and I wanted I think it was the Miami wolf spider, and they ran out of it, so I got a Rufliata instead. And I'm not 100% sure what else this one is. I'm fairly sure this is the last of it. And these are, oh yes, skeleton leg millipedes. So these guys are really, really big, but I think these guys are juveniles at this size. So again, this is another communal that I wanted to set up, the skeleton leg millipedes. So there should be 5 in there, if I remember, and I think that's all from the spider shop. I'll just give this a quick check. We had, yep, that's the spider shop done. So let's take a look at so many legs. Now, I believe there's only 2 slings in here. One of them is the skeleton leg tarantula, which is Ephebibus marinus. I have one called Devora, and she's quite big. I don't get seeing her as much as I used to when I first got her. She seems to hide a lot more often now. But she's a really great tarantula, and this one's a sling, so I'm looking forward to raising one from a sling. The one that I've got at the minute, I bought her as an adult, and this one's a sling, so I'm going to look forward to raising that one from a sling. I can't remember what the other one is, but I had ordered a third one, which was the troll-faced spider, but unfortunately there was an issue with that and I wasn't able to get it. I was really looking forward to it because it's a spider that basically casts a net around its legs and it'll dangle above its prey, and when its prey walks in its line of sight, it drops the net on its prey and hunts it that way. So it's a really unique spider in that sense. Its hunting tactics are really interesting, but sadly, I was told it had some issues with molting. They weren't sure if it was going to live or not, so that was fine. So I only have the 2 now instead of 3, and I can't remember what the other one was. I'm pretty sure it was something I've been looking for a while, but we'll find out once I open the box. Like I say, you know, so there's just certain issues with these orders, and then I ended up forgetting what what the final agreement with the orders was. But the guys, you know, that's not really a criticism of the guys at Spider Shop and So Many Legs. They're really good. They're really helpful guys, and you know, I'm not mad or anything with them. You know, just sometimes things happen that are outside of our control. So I'm not mad. What's this one? Oh yes, this oh, this is really hard to pronounce. I think it's Ornithinoctonine, Ori adabialis or something like that. It's I had a similar species to this a while ago. It was the Thai bamboo spider, and it was only a sling, but it died on me unfortunately. And this is the same genus, but it's a different species, and I think it's the Thai gold fringed spider. So these guys look really awesome as adults. I was really bummed when the other one I got died. I have no idea what caused its death. And of course there is the E. marinus sling there as well. So that's all from these guys today. So there we go. I'm going to get these guys set up in their homes. The first thing I'll do is rehouse the ivory millipedes because I've already got the communal set up. The adults are already fully sorted out with their enclosure, so it's just a matter of setting these guys into it. I'll probably put these guys in next because their setup's going to be pretty easy as well. It's just going to be lots of substrate, lots of moss, and a wee bit of cork bark to hide in and around. And then I have loads and loads of little spiderling pots to set up for these guys. So for me this is probably going to take half an hour, but for you guys it'll just be a blink of an eye. So this is the ivory millipede communal I've got going here. We can see I have the male and the female here. The female's a lot more bulky than the male, and you can also tell the male by this little large black segment just behind his neck. So these guys have been mating and hopefully have laid eggs by now, which would be really, really cool. We had little baby millipedes, but I don't see any at the minute. And we have juveniles in here, so we're going to take these little guys out. Millipedes, of course, are really, really nice. Really docile, of course, not like, you know, spiders where they'll jump and they'll freak out and do all sorts of things. Just lovely little characters. And there's lovely little juvenile baby there. So you have a new home and you have some adults there, so definitely keep you company. And I'm just going to see, here's another little one. Oh, oh, don't want to drop you. So there's 4 in here as far as I'm aware. That's another one. Lovely little fellows. So we're going to set you in there as well. If he wants to go, maybe he doesn't want to go. Whoa. That's number 3. And number 4 at the very, very bottom here. It's going to tip some hot soil out. There we are. Another little small baby juvenile there, so that's great to see. So plenty of these lovely little guys about. I think I can see one of them there. Looks to be kind of purplish. I'll see if I can get you a better colour of this, or a better view of this. It's not really coming out too well on the camera, but from where I'm looking, there's a definite purple tinge to this one. And I know that a while ago they had bred some purple ivory millipedes, so I think this is one of those, which is really cool. Wasn't expecting that, but that's awesome. So there we are. That's one of the adult male there. Of course, you can identify him by the black segment, that enlarged black segment in his neck. And the rest of them juvenile. There's the big female. Hopefully she's laying eggs or about to lay eggs. Another little juvenile there, and the other one has ran off somewhere in the corner. So that's them rehoused. So next I think I will put the skeleton leg tarantulas into their enclosure. Okay, so it's time to rehouse these skeleton leg tarantulas, sorry, millipedes. You'll notice this is a very, very big enclosure. These guys do get to be a very, very big size. At the minute I think they're sort of juveniles, but they will become very big, and I do plan on colonizing these guys, so I may as well just put them in a large enclosure now, and hopefully at some point I'll have a really, really big colony of these guys. And I'll definitely be getting more and adding them to this, so there's plenty of space. This is an absolutely huge enclosure. You can sort of see the depth there. It's pretty thick. There's lots and lots of decomposing plant matter which they like to eat. Brambles and oak leaves and moss and all that sort of stuff. So this should suit them very, very well. So we will just gently encourage these little guys out. And they do get pretty large. These are a lot larger than the zebra millipedes that I have. So we're just going to gently put all this dirt in here and slowly yet surely encourage them out. I don't want to bump them about too much. Just see what sort of size. There's one there. As you can see, these guys are absolutely massive. And they're obviously skeleton leg tarantulas, or tarantulas. I keep saying tarantulas, millipedes. Because if you can sort of see their legs there, they're like a white color, and yeah, they're pretty big, and that's awesome. Millipedes are really, really great. I really love millipedes. Just gentle little creatures. You know, they're not bolty. They're not crazy. You know, they just like to take life pretty chill, and awesome looking. I think they're really, really awesome. So this little guy, he's like, oh, I want to burrow somewhere. So I'm just going to set him in this new enclosure. There you go. Awesome, really, really awesome. So of course, the idea will hopefully be that these guys start to breed with each other, and I'll get a really big colony going. These guys are great. And again, another young juvenile there as well. So we're going to set you in there. There you go. And have fun with your little friends there. So that should keep these guys happy, and like I said, I will get more over time, and as I get more, this will hopefully be a really large colony. So for now, this should keep them happy. I will get them a little bit of cuttlefish bone, and as I say, add calcium to their diet. And so let's move on to the next one. Okay. So we're going to rehouse the first sling here, which is the E. marinus. This little guy, they like to burrow, so I'm giving them a little enclosure with a lot more substrate. And we're just going to take them out and get them rehoused. So, like I say, I love these guys. There we go. And I already have an adult one, but I'm looking forward to raising one from a sling. And interesting about these guys, if you don't know, is that their urticating hairs are actually on their pedipalps instead of on their abdomen like most others. I'm not really sure why that is. It's probably got something to do with the fact that they're a burrowing species. I would imagine it would make more sense to have their urticating hairs at the front, because they'll probably burrow after they use their hairs. Oh, alright, chill. I was lucky. So he bolted out into the enclosure, but lucky he's managed to stay in there. You're okay, little baby. There we go. Lovely little guy. And he should hopefully find his way into this little spiderling cave. And I've sort of dipped my finger in there, and that should act as like a little starter burrow. So I'm gonna leave him in there. What did I do with the lid of that? I have a bit of a habit of losing these lids and things, so I'm just going to gently pop that on. There we go. And hopefully that little guy finds his way into that spiderling cave. Okay, so now I'm going to rehouse the Ornithinoctonine, I believe it's pronounced. This is an arboreal species, so I just need to be careful with these guys. Can be very, very bolty. Oh wow. And you can already see one of the key features of this species, I'm not really sure if you can see it there, is that on their knees they have these little gold bands, and that's where they get the name, the gold fringed Thai spider. Oh, alright, baby, okay. I know. Oh wow. I really want you to be able to see the abdomen there. Very, very beautiful little tiger sort of design on it. I want to see if I can maybe open this up so we can get a better look at the little fellow without him freaking out. It's going to be pretty tricky. I don't want him to bolt like crazy on me. Let's see if I can very, very gently manage this. He doesn't seem to be appreciating this. Oh wow. What a very beautiful little tarantula. And of course this guy is going to get very, very gorgeous. The gold on his knees, if you can sort of see those little bands there, they'll become a lot more prominent. But this guy is very, very gorgeous. Let's see if we can just pop him in here. Alright, baby. There we go. He's inside his little hollow there. That's a very, very, very nice sling. Really great species. It's very similar to the one I had before, except for the other one was, I wouldn't say like a black and white, but more of a cream colour. But again, very, very, very nice genus of tarantulas. So very, very happy to have this one added to the collection as well. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, so I'm going to rehouse the first Poecilotheria, and this is the one that came on its own, the Poecilotheria rufleata, the red slate ornamental. And of course, Pokis, near enough, always have a habit of bolting, so extra care is needed. Let's just see if we can get a little look at this fellow. There we are. Gorgeous little Poki. Oh. Gorgeous little Poki as always. And I can already just tell he's on the verge of bolting like crazy, so I'm going to try my best here to very gently very, very slowly and gently encourage him out. Come on, little buddy. He's very well behaved at the minute, but I know my Pokis, and I know that could be very, very temporary. Come on, little buddy. Ah, that's a good buddy. Oh. There we go. Boop, boop. There we are. Again, very, very lovely little sling. You always gotta love a Poki. Hard to go wrong with these fellows. So that's another great inclusion. This is actually my first time having a rufleata in my collection, so stay down, buddy. You're intent on trying to get out, aren't you? There we go. Okay, now's the tricky part, where I'm going to try to separate these guys into one of these each 5 containers, and I have a funny feeling this is going to be a lot easier said than done, so just be super careful here. Like I say, I just don't like I just don't have good experience with communals, so I'm always very, very iffy. There we have one. And again, lovely little slings. Great tarantulas. Absolutely, I love pokies. They're so great. See if we can just encourage you down there, buddy. Sorry. There we go. Nope. There you go. That's the first one in. That was relatively pain-free. Let's hope the others go as well. Now I see 1, 2, 3 in there. Hoping maybe they're in separate tissue parts. I think there's a 4th one in the back there. Let's see if we can maybe get this little guy here at the front out. There we go, buddy. There you are. Oh, he's coming out onto me. There we go. It's the second one out. And again, very, very beautiful tarantulas. Lovely white and black patternations on them. Like all the Poecilotherias, they have really nice fractal patterns, really nice stripes on the legs. So just all around beautiful and great teas. So I have one. Oop. Back has fallen out of that. There's none in it, thankfully. So gently want to unravel this and just see if that makes it easier for me. Oop. There's one in. He made me jump a little bit there, but that's okay. We've got him in now. So that's the third one. Going to set these lids here for convenience. And we have another 2 tiny babies. See if we can get one. Good baby. He's in there, I think. And just now that I can see this one, I'll pop him in there as well. There we go. So that was actually a lot easier than I thought, and I just want to check and see if I can see this little fellow, that he didn't escape somewhere. Very hard to see. They are well camouflaged. I think he's probably went in there. Yeah, I can just about see a leg, or can I? I hope he's in there somewhere. Oh yeah, there we are, in there. So that's good. So that's all the spiderlings and that sorted. So thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully we'll get some good little feeding clips from these guys in the future. Thank you.